watch out for a new twist on an old scam. The Better Business Bureau says con artists are targeting drivers with fake parking tickets. News 19's Kelly Smith explains how to spot a fake.
It could be a scam if you receive a parking ticket and are confident that you parked legally. Lindsay George with the Better Business Bureau of North Alabama is here to provide some insight. So Lindsay, first let's talk about how this scam works.
Okay, so basically when you go to park somewhere legally, you may pay to park in a garage or either on the street or in a legal parking zone. However, while you're away from your car, scammers use these high-tech handheld printer devices to create fake tickets and place them on your car's windshield.
And how do scammers typically ask people to pay for these fake tickets?
Well, usually they ask you to pay online or via PayPal. In some cases, scammers may issue you a QR code and direct you to a fake payment website. And so once you follow those instructions, then you'll realize that you've lost your money or paid for a fine that you do not owe. And you've also lost your personal information to scammers as well.
Yeah, especially when you go over to that website.
Yes.
And there are other versions of the scam that don't show up on your car, but in your email. How are scammers trying to con people out of money that way?
Yeah, so you may receive an email saying that you have a pending ticket. Those emails may have the official city logos or even say that you're in dire consequences in the event that you do not pay for that ticket. Do not fall for that. Do not even click on the link inside of that email. Just immediately delete the email as soon as you see it.
Yeah, kind of treat it like a phishing email.
Yes.
All right, so there are a number of ways people can avoid being scanned. One way of doing that is to just be aware when you park. What kind of information do people need to make sure they know before they park somewhere?
Yes, before you park somewhere, you want to make sure you're familiarizing yourself with those local parking requirements as well as laws. Tourists who are new to the area or are parking in those garages are usually the primary targets in the event that there are parking scams in that area.
All right, good to know. And why should people independently verify a citation that they get and also look at the city's website and logo before they think one of these citations are real?
Yes, you want to examine the citation very carefully. Like I said, scammers, they usually imitate the city's logo, the address. And so when you're looking through that, you want to make sure you're looking at the website particularly because that's when the scam comes to light. So do a reverse search online for the city's official parking website before you actually submit any type of payment. And keep in mind that government websites usually end in .gov or they either have a secure connection before making payment.
And that's a really good point to make. And with these kinds of scams, what should people look out for if they're being asked to write a check?
So in the event that you're asked to write a check, you want to make sure you're double checking the information. Some parking tickets or organizations require that you pay by check as an option, but you want to make sure you're verifying the information on the check against what's actually on the actual website before sending any type of payment to an unknown address or a personal organization that's using a personal name.
And why should people normally pay their citations with a credit card?
Yes, credit cards is your best way in terms of paying that citation when possible. It gives you the best benefit in terms of fraudulent transactions in the case that you have to dispute them.
All right, well, thank you, Lindsay. And if you have any consumer questions or concerns, you can contact the Better Business Bureau of North Alabama. The Taking Action hotline number is 256-850-0719.